My name is Xin-Ling Wang from Shandong University, School of Basic Medical Sciences. And as I majored in psychiatry from my master's degree in Zhejiang University, then I have been in this field for about 10 years, more than 10 years. And I have been researched in clinical research of this field and the basic medical sciences. Now I mainly research into the animal studies of this field. I'm very glad to have the opportunity of this chance to talk about my topic here. And my research topic is novel circadian feedback loop in CA1, mediates mood-related behaviors. Maybe this field is not a very big audience. I see in this list. The circadian feedback loop, have the circadian system have been awarded the Nobel Prize in 2017, and I have found a supplemental circadian feedback loop. I will introduce in the following slides, and the circadian feedback loop in CA1, which is a pre-region in hippocampus, sub-region of hippocampus, mediates the depression-like behaviors and mania-like behaviors. Now let us go on. Pathway of T-crab and pair 1 and pair 2. The crab is the convergent point of various pathways in the cytoplasm, such as the PKC pathway, the PKE pathway, the calcium pathway, and the MAPK pathway. All these pathways that's a convergent downstream molecule, that is the crab. After the crab is phosphorylated, and it can enter the nucleus and can bind with the CRE binding site on several genes, such as the pair 1 and pair 2 genes. Both of the pair 1 and pair 2 genes have the same carrier sequences, which can be bound with the P-crab. And we have found that the P-crab pair 1 pathway has been involved in the depression-like behaviors. In my doctoral stage, we have found that through the chronic unpredictable stress model, which is the MDD, major depressive disorder model, we have found that these rats show decreased level in the C1 region. And the P-crab level is decreased in the CA1 region. And in parallel, the pair 1 levels is also decreased in the hippocampal CA1 region. And we knocked down the pair 1 in CA1 region and found that these rats show depression-like behaviors. In parallel, in contrast, we also knocked down pair 2 in this region. On contrast, we see that these rats show antidepressant-like behaviors. At that time, we didn't know that these behaviors were mania-like behaviors. But that's just a question after I graduated from the PhD, and I continue to think about this problem, whether this shows the mania-like behaviors. And I continue to this research. We knocked down the pair 2 in C1 region and see that these rats show mania-like behaviors, such as the growth granules were increased in this group, and the immobility time was decreased in this group, showing antidepressant-like behaviors, and that's just, these behaviors were just the mania-like behaviors. In parallel, we also conducted the open field test and elevated plasmid test. Inconsistent with these results, time at open arms in this group were upregulated. And in the open field test, total distances in this group were upregulated significantly in this group. Also, time in the central zones were also elevated in this group. All of these show that these rats have the mania-like behaviors. In parallel, we also explored the molecular changes in CA1. We found that the knockdown of pair 2 show the downregulation of pair 2 levels. The protein levels were decreased significantly. And the knockdown of pair 2 also results in the decreased levels of PrEP, but the PrEP levels show marginal significance. So this may form a positive feedback loop, and we research further. We overexpress pair 2 in CA1 in this region, and we found that the rats show depression-like behaviors, such as the SPT, FST, the elevated plasmid test, and the open field test. In all these tests, the behaviors show the opposite to the former. That these are depression-like behaviors. And the molecular changes also show the positive feedback. The upregulation of pair 2 also can upregulate the CREB and PCREB levels. And that's the positive feedback. We also conducted these behaviors in the Waba-induced mania model, which is a well-known model of mania. You can see that we inject Waba-in or CSF into the LCV region and lentivirus of pair 2 to overexpress in the CA1 region. The surgery was conducted simultaneously. Then 5 to 7 days later, we conducted the behavioral tests. In the behavioral test, we found that the Waba-induced reduced immobility time in the swimming test and upregulated the time at open arms and elevated the time at central zones. All these show that the Waba-caused mania-like behaviors can be rescued by the lentivirus pair 2, and the upregulation of pair 2 can rescue this behavior. Then we also explored the roles of CREB in this region, which is the upstream molecular of the pathway. And we found that knockdown of CREB in CA1 also induces mania-like behaviors. I don't talk about this in detail, but all these behaviors can be remitted by overexpression of pair 2, which shows the feedback loop. In the molecular changes, we also found that the downregulation of CREB, can be rescued by upregulation of pair 2. This shows the rescue function in the molecular changes. In parallel, we will also overexpress the CREB in CA1, which also leads to depression-like behaviors. We can see in the overexpression of CREB group, all the rats show depression-like behaviors, which can be rescued by the knockdown of CREB or knockdown of pair 2. Even in the knockdown of pair 2 group, in the scroll preference test, the scroll preference values even increase into varies significantly, which shows the it's changed to the mania-like behaviors. We see that overexpression of CREB induce the depression-like behavior, but the rescue behavior changed into the mania-like behavior. So this is the transition between depression and the mania-like behaviors. In the figure H, we show that the rescue behavior did not rescue all of the behaviors, such as in the elevated plasmid test, 10 metal open arms were not rescued. It remains anxiety-like behavior. In the molecular changes, the overexpression of CREB also induces upregulation of CREB, pCREB, and PIR2. This is inconsistent with our normal knowledge that the CREB is upstream of PIR2, and the pCREB is the transcription factor of PIR2. In summary, knockdown of CREB or PIR2 induces mania-like behaviors, and overexpression of CREB and PIR2 can lead to depression-like behaviors. The CREB and PIR2 forms a positive feedback loop, which mediates the transition between mania-like behaviors and depression-like behaviors. That's all. Thank you. I'd like to thank about my funds and myself to do the work alone. Thank you.